Council, City of Port Allen, Louisiana. Dates Wednesday, October 13, 2021. It's now 5:39 p.m. Masks must be worn inside public buildings. Each person must decide before entering the chamber which agenda item they wish to comment on. If they are not seated in the chamber when the agenda item is heard, they will be notified by an officer to enter the council chambers to address that agenda item. Agenda, please silence all electronic devices. Agenda item number 1, call to order. Please stand for the pledge. Mr. George Jenny, can you lead us in the pledge? Can you lead us in the pledge?
I'll let you do it.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mayor, I've been informed that we need 2 motions to amend the agenda due to typographical errors. The first one is to amend agenda item number 4. It says approval of minutes of the regular meeting of August 11, 2021. It should be last month's meeting of September 8, 2021. And the second one is on agenda item number 6, where it has the effective date of 10/16/2021. I believe that was supposed to be 9. What is it, Lance?
Number 6. So instead of 10/14, 9/16.
Yes, if you hire 3/11/21 for 6 months, approval on September 11th, 21, and the next 2 is started on that Thursday.
So 9/16.
Yes, 9/16 will be the first beginning or payroll period after the beginning.
So we'll do 2 separate motions to amend. Again, we need unanimous consent to amend the agenda. So we'd ask if somebody would make a motion to amend the agenda for item number 4.
And a second.
We'll do roll call vote.
Brown.
Oh, did we not do roll call yet? I'm sorry. Yeah, let's do agenda item 3.
Agenda item 3, roll call, please.
Ms. Brown?
Yes. Here.
Ms. Gordon?
Here.
Mr. Hubble?
Here.
Ms. Lacy?
Present.
Mr. Riviere?
Here.
Ms. Lester?
Okay, we want to address some amendments.
Okay, so we had a motion and a second to amend the agenda for item number 4 to correct the date listed of August 11, 2021, and change that date to September 8, 2021.
We got a motion by Councilman Brown, second by Councilwoman Gordon. Any objections? Hearing none.
Ms. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Gordon?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Yes.
Ms. Lacy?
Yes.
Mr. Riviere?
Yes.
If you ask for
Motion passed.
a second motion to amend the agenda for item number 6 to correct the effective date of the increase that's specified in the current agenda item as October 16, 2021, and change that date to an effective date of September 16, 2021.
Make a motion. Second.
Are we changing?
Number 6.
All right. I got a motion by Councilman Gordon, second by Councilman Lacy. Councilwoman Lacy. Any objection? Hearing none.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Gordon?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble? Ms. Lacy?
Yes.
Mr. Riviere?
Yes.
Motion passed.
So we're on agenda item 4.
All right, agenda item 4, approve the minutes of the regular meeting of August the 8th, 2021.
Make that motion.
Correct, September the 8th,
September 8th.
2021.
Like,
I got a motion by Councilman Riviere, second by
second.
Councilwoman Lacy. Any objection? Hearing none. Agenda item 5, public comments. Comments from the public are allowed in accordance with the Louisiana Revised Statute 42:11, Section 2 through 34, and specifically limited to an agenda item to be considered during the meeting. 3 minutes per person and 15 minutes per topic. No one sign up. Agenda item 6, consider promotions in the Roads and Drainage Department. Darrell Dunn to non-promotionary status with a step and a grade increase from 101E to 101F effective 10/14, correction 9/16 of 2021. And council, what this is Mr. Darrell has been employed with us for the past 6 months, and his probationary period ended 9/16. And I have received a letter from his supervisors acknowledging the fact that he has completed his probationary period. Therefore, we will give him a step increase.
Second.
Got a motion by Councilman Riviere, second by Councilwoman Gordon. Any objections? Hearing none.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Gordon?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Yes.
Ms. Lacy?
Yes.
Mr. Riviere?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Agenda item 7, consider hiring 3 candidates in the police department. Chief?
Good evening, Mayor and council members. Last Wednesday, I presented to y'all 3 applicants for consideration for hiring, pending the results of their matrix test. Out those 3, 2 passed, Ms. Whitley and Mr. Coleman. Like I said last Wednesday, both of them had excellent interview process. They're post-certified, and I think they'll be a great asset to my department in this city. I have both applicants here. If any of y'all have any questions for them.
How you doing? I'm John Coleman. 31 years old, 3 kids. I started Baton Rouge Police Academy. I was in 82nd Academy. Flunked out the legal exam, broke my ankle, so it's like we didn't, it wasn't anything they could really do for me. So I left Baton Rouge Police, came to West Baton Rouge, worked there 5 years, the sheriff's office in the jail. Working in central booking. Left there, went to EBR, did my time there, went to Carter, got post-certified. Currently there, shift supervisor, I'm a corporal now. A little bit about myself, me personally, I'm a football fan, I love football. I love my kids. My kids just recently moved to Dallas, so the only time I have with them is when I'm on vacation or playing Fortnite with them when they got out of volleyball practice and soccer practice. We love Fortnite, so we do that. That's our time. We FaceTime and we do the little emoji, little things on the phone. Reason law enforcement is something I always wanted to do when I was younger, either that or football. I remember in elementary school, I was this DAP program we had, and we had to write a little essay in the 5th grade on what do we want to do when we grow up. I said, police officer. I know it sounds typical for everybody young who want to be a police officer, but hey, I won. I got a trip to Astro World when Astro World was open at the time. So here I am, 31 years old and police officer. Mom, we help out. I try to help out as much as I can because she's ill. So I have to be from Marybird to MD Anderson, Texas. So whenever I can, I would send her there to my sister because most of my people live in actually Houston and Dallas area. But I'm from Baton Rouge, North Baton Rouge area. I'm scattered around. From Glen Oaks, I started out Marydale, Glen Oaks Middle, Glen Oaks High. My senior year, I moved to Alabama, Foley, Alabama, because Mama wanted to move there. Played football there. Didn't finish there because Foley wasn't any, really big hospitals there, so we had to come back here. It hurt me to come back here because playing football in Foley was a totally different experience, man. I loved every bit of it, the coaching, the players, but it was a learning experience. So I came back here, I had 3 beautiful kids, and here I am now. So no complaints about it. But that's a little bit about myself. Who are you telling? Because I played with Julio Jones. Foley, I played with Julio, I promise you. And to watch him play and watch the cameras follow him around, sometimes I wish, man, dang, I should have just stayed in Foley and went to that boys' home. Because I had the opportunity to either come home or go to the boys' home. And sometimes I used to think, like, man, I should have just went to the boys' home. Because if I went to the boys' home, it's a guarantee. But, like, man, look, it wasn't God's plan, so look where I'm at now. So, but man, yeah, I would have made some money. Man, oh Lord, my kids would have been well taken care of, but hey, they're taken care of now. So.
Yeah, they might take care of you playing Fortnite.
What? Man, you have no idea, man. My middle, Bailey, I call her my love bug. This girl is so creative, man. Like, she into dancing. Every morning. Bailey is 11 years old. My oldest is 13. Bailey's 11 years old. She cook every morning. Bailey, what you cook? Grits, bacon, eggs, pancakes. Like, bro, you're 11 years old. What are you doing? And she sent me little pictures of it. Like, yeah, she does all that. And she just creative a mindset, man. I love every bit of it. She reminds me a lot of myself. Braylon, my youngest, my baby. He's too much into video games. He's way too much into video games. I'm trying to get him out of that, but he's breaking slowly once because he's playing soccer. He's in Texas now. He's breaking into that. Brady, my oldest, she's going to be the artist. She loves to draw. So, yeah, hopefully one day, man, like, look, I'm hoping because their mama's a teacher, and I'm hoping they start molding into what they want to be. Because I tell them all the time, I try to tell them that, look, right now is the time to decide on what you want to be when you grow up or what you want to do. Because it's going to always change, but you need to be thinking about that right now. Because I didn't do it properly, I'm trying to make sure they do it properly. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, hopefully one day, man, once, I retire, they can take care of me and everything else. Like, I can be granddad, pop, something. So.
I just want to ask a question. Okay. How you find out about West Baton Rouge? You worked at the sheriff office and you decided to come work for the city?
With the city? How did I find about Port Allen City?
Yeah, why you want to change from the sheriff to the city?
With East Baton Rouge, my aspiration was to progress. I'm a shift supervisor corporal, but my aspiration is to be out there on the streets because that's what my heart is. And with EBR, it's a longer process, and I'm the type of person, don't hold me back. If you see I'm doing my job and I'm doing it well, and let me go out there and figure out, man, this is not for me. This is not for me. But like I said, God, it wasn't my time at the moment, and honestly now I feel God showing me this is my time. And like I said, I worked at West Baton Rouge, so I was always here, and why not come back? Why not come back, stay, and make it a career? So.
And like I always tell all our officers that we hire, don't come out here and try to bully out people. We want you to come and work and learn the community, be helpful. Make your name by being the best officer with the best attitude. Oh man, this new officer, he's a great guy. He helped me push my car up the road or whatever. Don't come in and because they did 2 miles over the speed limit, you going to jail. Don't try to come and rough us up. We are close-knit community, and just like we want you to have our back, you're going to want us to have your back, because you never know what situation you would be in where you need the citizen to stand up for you. And all we just ask you to do is just come and, protect us, serve us, and treat us right. Don't come here with the attitude, I'm the police, you're going to do what I say. No, we're not looking for that.
Yes, ma'am.
We're not looking for that kind of officer. But you have to do your job with some people.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's your mind have to tell you where I need to use my force at, you know. I mean, everybody's not good people. I don't care what kind of city you are, or how close knit the family are, everybody's not good. But you have to use your judgment for that. We don't want you to come out and have the reputation that, oh, he's a dirty cop.
Yes, ma'am.
He's no good, you know. We want you to be well-mannered, well-respected, you know. When they see you, they're happy to see a police officer.
Like I was telling Chief Hicks, I pride myself on helping people. A while back, like I've been in jail, and the jail made me a better person. That's why I figured BRPD was a moment. That situation happened for a reason. The jail has made me a better man on how to speak with people, talk to people, and deal with situations, especially with mental issues, because the mental issues is something serious. My brother has a mental issue from drugs. And the jail helped me figure out how to deal with those situations and how to handle and deal with people as a whole. There's this guy, it was young. I was always, when I first started, they put me on the roughest tier, West End. I was there for 2 or 3 years, West End, because those are guys that's looking for life charges and getting life charges. There's one youngster, I can't remember his name, but I remember seeing him in the news. I spoke with him, I gave him, you know, how I felt and what I think he can do and how he can get better by himself and help himself when if he so happened to get released. He was released. I remember seeing him on the news. This guy's doing good for himself. I screenshot it, I sent it to my family, and a bunch of other people. And I was like, man, I feel like I helped that guy out. I did. I mean, he out there, he's doing what he's supposed to do. I haven't seen him back in the jail yet. Doing a detail of Dillard's. I remember helping this lady and her father out. They were getting, was it the game system, the little Mario arcade thing? And I saw they were struggling. And it's not really my job to help, I felt at the end, but then I said, you know what, no, this is my job. Let me help them out. So they were trying to decide on what to get. So I said, you know, what is your husband like? Talking to him, trying to figure out such and such, like this and this and that. And we ended up picking up the arcade. I ended up helping them get it in the car. And I'm glad I did it because a lady walked past me and she's like, I can get a picture of you guys? Like, that is so nice, a sheriff helping a customer and this and that. I said, sure, why not? Come to find out, it was a sheriff's wife. And I was like, oh, wow. I'm glad I did what I did at the moment, like, you know, so I'm glad I chose that to help out when I did, so. That's, look, man, I'm not here I hate bullies. I hate bullies, because I was bullied, because I was light-skinned, red hair. I was bullied, so I hate them. I hate them, so. I you know.
What's your name?
John Coleman.
Gotta make sure I keep it. I see you on the street.
Gotcha. John Wesley Coleman III.
First of all,
Yes, ma'am.
I love your enthusiasm. I like the fact that you have family values, and that this city here is family knitted. It's close. So for you to have those values, I know that'll be a great asset, you know, coming into the city of Port Allen. I like the fact that you go above and beyond. We need some compassionate police officers. If you learn me, you're gonna know that I'm pretty big on with the youth in our community. And they need some mentors. They need some people that they can communicate with. And I think police officers are in a great position to be able to do that. And so I could see you being one of those ones who would mentor and talk to our youth, as well as try and get some things started so they won't go on the wrong path.
Yeah.
And I believe that is exactly what we need. And somebody who's really dedicated to their job. So I hear all that with you.
Ma'am.
And I'll be excited to see you, you know, become one of our police officers. And I hope to see you on the streets and talk and get the opportunity to work together. You are exactly what I like to hear. The mental health aspect, that mean a lot. That mean you understand the needs of those scope of people. And we do have people that have mental health issues. and to be able to handle those people when you're on duty.
Yes, ma'am.
It's take a special type of, officer to be able to handle that as well.
Oh, yeah. Especially dealing with those guys in the jail. Oh, man, yeah. They take some patience. It takes some patience and listening. Like, yeah, it's serious. Mental health is real serious. Yeah. Especially with the drugs nowadays, man. It's,
But thank you so much, Mr. Coleman.
thank you.
Stay on the straight and narrow. If you don't, we'll stick in Charlene.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr.
All
Coleman.
right, thank y'all.
Hello. My name is Shaniqua Whitley. I am 25 years old. I'm married, no kids. I've been with the East Baton Rouge Sheriff Office for 4.5 years now. I started working with the Sheriff Department when I was 20. Before that, I was working 3 jobs and I was in school full time. Little background history. My mom took sick in 2016. Our house flooded in 2016. My current husband, which was my boyfriend at the time, he got shot in 2016. So my mom couldn't walk by herself. She couldn't bathe herself, without help. So I was taking care of my mom, taking care of my, at the time, boyfriend. I was a full-time student, making all A's and B's. I had like 2 B's. I was working 3 part-time jobs. I was working at the Texaco, I was working security, and I was working at McDonald's. The type of person that I am, I'm very goal-oriented. So me and my coworker at Texaco, what we would do, we tried to start our own little business, washing cars, babysitting, cutting grass, stuff like that. I was like 18, 19 years old, just trying to make some extra money because my mom wasn't working. So, and when I was at the Texaco, I was a cashier. So I was always smiling, and I would engage into conversation with people. I said, hey, where you work? They always thought I was flirting with them, but I really just wanted to know where they work because I wanted to put an application in. So I would get them going, get them talking. And I was like, oh, so where you work? And they'll tell me. And I was like, oh, you guys hiring? They're like, yeah, put the application in. I get their numbers and, try to talk to people to get that application put in, get a job. But a sheriff office came into my the store one day, and I asked him, I was like, are you guys hiring? He was like, yeah, we're always hiring. So I put the application in, and 3 months later, I was with the sheriff department. I love my job. I currently work in the prison, same as Mr. Coleman. I'm also a supervisor in females. I'm a corporal. I've been offered a sergeant position. I turned it down, mainly because, like Mr. Coleman was saying, I'm looking for more growth versus rank. I would like to be on the road. I feel like the type of person that I am, believe it or not, I'm actually a people's person. I'm a little shy when you first get to know me, but once you open up, I can open you up. That's the type of person that I am. I actually just fill the room. If somebody is already in the spotlight, I'm not going to jump into the spotlight. I know when to fall back. But if somebody is very shy or timid, I can open you up just as quick as if I'm not shy. I'm extremely shy, but I'm a people's person at the same time. Excuse me. Okay. Let's see. With my experience with the prison, I would say some things that I learned by me starting very young at the prison was communication skills. Another thing I learned was not to take everything personal. I'm a very easygoing person. I give you respect, and I've always received respect because I give respect. Well, working in the prison, that's not always the case. I had to learn. In the prison, people, they have lives outside of this prison. They may have just been arrested. I don't know what their situation is. Could have lost a loved one, anything. So when they come in, they're already in an intense emotion. If they lash out at me, I can't take that personal. By me being 20 years old when I first came in, if I don't disrespect you, I expect you to respect me back. But that wasn't the case. I learned that I have to give respect even when I'm not giving respect. So one of the things that I learned is how to deal with certain situations like that. Some people, they're lashing out or they're barking at you, not because they just disrespect you or they don't respect you at all. It's just they going through some stuff. You pull them to the side, you talk to them. When you pull them to the side, you notice their whole personality change. If you get them away from the crowd, just talk to them. Hey, calm down. Like, what's wrong? Tell me what's wrong, and they'll let you know. Well, I'm having this, and the last police officer told me this and this and that. Okay, well, I understand that. Well, I can help you with this, but I can't help you with that. I can help you with this, or I can direct you to this person. They can, and they appreciate that, and it takes a situation that's at 100 and it just brings it down to 5 or 10. See, another thing that I learned in the prison, I've always had good leadership skills, but by watching my lieutenant, my leader, I sharpened on my leadership skills. One thing I wasn't really good, well, I say really good at, one thing I wasn't consistent with is research. I think if I'm going to be a supervisor, if you come to me to ask me something, I should be knowledgeable about it. I should be knowledgeable about my job, about my post orders, about my policy. If I'm leading you, you following my lead because I'm your supervisor. I don't ever want to get my officers in any kind of trouble. If we do everything by the book, you can't get in trouble. If this is the post orders or the policy they gave us and we follow everything by the book and do it fair across the board with everybody, you can't get in trouble. Out of the 4.5 years I've been there, I've never been written up, never been complained on, I've never had a statement that I've treated anybody unfairly. I treat everybody the same. You do have a slim amount of people that no matter how much respect you give them, no matter how much you try to treat them equally, because they just want to be on that level. We're taught to de-escalate situations like that. I don't have to yell and punch and scream and do all that. It's certain ways you do it. Like I say, you can remove them from the scene. You can separate them from everybody. In the prison, we can put them in a single man cell. You can yell and scream all you want. This not a personal to me. This is a job. Anything else you want to know?
I like to say
And then
that.
pretty thorough.
Also, I'm very competitive. I played basketball in high school. I'm extremely competitive.
You thought about being a detective?
I thought about it, but I like to interact with people. My personality, I just like to talk to people. As far as like just walking around, actually, I'm always at something bad. Like, well, where were you on this day? I like to just interact with people. I like to talk to kids. I like to give advice with my deputies. They come to me about work. They come to me about personal life. They come to me about advice on buying houses. I just like to give advice. I like to counsel, even though I'm young. But I just like to talk to people. So detectives wouldn't actually be, it wouldn't fit my personality.
I want to say I admire your work ethic.
Oh, thank you.
Talking about 3 jobs, that's strong, and doing what you did with that. The shy part, I don't see that. I'm not getting that.
I actually am extremely shy, but I can be outward if I have to be.
And I know that you said you went through the 2016 flood. I dealt with a lot of families with that in the business I was in at that time. And that was a really traumatic experience. It was life-altering and changing for a lot of people on up into their 80s. So I sympathize with that greatly because I saw a lot of that. You have an infectious smile, which is a great thing because a smile goes a long way. It really does. And, when you're in sales, there are smiles that are fake and there are real ones. Don't pay attention. When you hear those little voices in your head. But I thought John was going to be a hard act to follow, but he stood up to the test.
That's Whitley.
But yeah, I want to commend you on your work ethic because that is very strong. And you don't find that a lot. You just don't.
Yeah, you don't. Situations make you. You just have to fall in line or fall down. I'm not the falling down type.
Well, that's good.
Well, I tell you, the first thing I wrote down was gold driven.
Yeah, I'm extremely goal driven.
Yeah.
I paid my car off. I paid my car off in 3 months. I bought a car for $26,000, and I like the budget. So I didn't want to go over my budget, so I said, the only way I'm going to get this car as if I pay it off in a year. I actually pay it off in 3 months, working a lot of overtime, a lot of details. But yeah, I'm very goal driven. I love to set goals and accomplish them. That just motivates me.
Yeah, I like to hear that. That's a part of growth. And so I know you'll adapt well, because I mean, the transition, we don't have to, I'm not concerned about it at all. I could tell you could adapt properly.
Oh, thank you.
Any type of environment, any situation.
My motion.
Thank you,
Your
guys.
agenda item said 3 candidates, so just so we're clear, you're recommending the hire of the 2 candidates.
I presented 3 last week, getting the results back from the matrix test, but only Mr. Coleman and Ms. Whitley, only 2 that passed out of 3.
So we need to make reference to that in the motion. There's only 2.
The motion to hire the 2 officers presented.
It's not an amendment, I just,
No.
Chief, I like that. I like the path. I really do. I like that.
Well, like I said, just take it, give me some time, let me, I want to get the right people in here. I just don't want to fill holes. I tell all the time, I'd rather work short to get the right people in than have people in and they're the wrong people. So it's just a occurring patience thing, but it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, I motion to hire the 2 officers.
I second it.
All right, got a motion on the table by Councilman Brown, second by Councilwoman Gordon. Any objections? Hearing none?
Brown,
Yes.
Gordon,
Yes.
Hubble,
Yes.
Lacy,
Yes.
Motion passes. Congratulations.
Thank y'all.
Agenda item 8, consider approving the Louisiana Compliance Questionnaire required each year by the Louisiana Legislative Auditor as part of the preparation of the city annual audit of its financial statement for the fiscal year 2020-2021. Dr. McCain?
Council, if you look in the section 8 of the binder, actually the questionnaire, we have any questions about it, this is something that's done here, and we just need to give us the
Second.
Got a motion by Councilman Riviere, second by Councilman Brown. Any objection? Hearing none?
Brown,
Yes.
Gordon,
Yes.
Hubble,
Yes.
Lacy,
Yes.
Riviere,
Agenda item 9, consider an introduction of ordinance to amend the fiscal year 2021-2022 City of Port Allen General Fund budget to fund the $100,000 city match required for the $400,000 priority 2 state budget appropriation for the Con Park infrastructure. Mr. Joseph?
Good evening. We introduced this item last week. You should have some documentation relative to the $400,000 priority to appropriation in the state budget. It requires a 25% match. Sorry? 25% of the 400 for 100. Yeah. So with that being the case, as stated last week, we do intend to use any leftover funds from our regular road project that we do every year, but we have not gotten complete bids. We do anticipate the bidding to be a little higher than last year due to overall price increases. That being said, we want to be prepared to do a budget amendment for the $100,000 in case we need it, so that we can move forward with the funding and the drainage and street improvements once that money is funded by the state.
What is the plan for that money?
That money is going to be used to install drainage and street improvements in the Con Park area. That's currently proposed as Florida Street from 14th Street to 12th Street across to, north-south from Florida to Kentucky. and the drainage and street improvements, including culverting and covering that canal, that drainage canal that runs east-west along what would be the right-of-way of Kentucky Street.
So this is dedicated for the infrastructure that you just stated?
Correct. This is dedicated for planning and the beginning of construction. The engineer indicated last week he estimates about 60% of that for planning and 40% for construction. And then he's going to pursue additional funding in the next state budget to continue as we go forward.
Okay, but this is for what you just said?
That is the purpose.
Street infrastructure and that drainage?
Yes, well, and when I say infrastructure, it may include some sewer lines, because if we put in streets, we have to run sewer lines, but basically, all of this infrastructure needed to put in streets, drainage, sewer, and all services to complete those streets. Florida Boulevard from, Florida Street from 14th Street to 12th Street, 12th Street from Florida over to Kentucky.
And it's,
come across preaching to the rest of the council, but I did reach out to Edmund Jordan and Ed Price. I happened to run into Ed Price. And
Okay.
thanked him personally, and then I shot him an email to $400,000 security money.
Appreciate that. Any questions?
and let's make it clear that this is the beginning phases of building the Corn Street Park.
Yes, this will begin the process of installing the infrastructure that'll be required to access the eastern portion of the property from 14th Street.
Second.
Thank you.
Got a motion by Councilwoman Lacy, second by Councilman Brown. Any objection? Hearing none?
Brown,
Yes.
Ms. Ward,
Yes.
Mr. Hubble,
Yes.
Lacy,
Yes,
Riviere.
Yes.
Agenda item 10, condemnation proceedings. Agenda item 11, alcoholic beverage permits. Agenda item 12, announcements and correspondence. Go ahead.
I just wanted to do an update. We did talk last week about our project that we went to with Hurricane Ida, and we were kind of in a rush trying to get something through, and some things were not necessarily put down in writing and were forgotten, and I wanted to go back and give the props what props were due. But we had so many people that came in and they helped us with the event, and I constantly looked at Miss Lacy, who was like there, so her name got called 50 times because she was there. And but we had so many people to come in and help us the whole time we were there at the depot. Miss Lacy, Miss Gordon was there all during the day, helping us receive all the items. She went out and secured items from, I think one of the first things that we got in were from her church, which was Shiloh Baptist Church, with a group of folk that came in to get it done. And almost the last thing, but I think Miss Lacy was the last thing to come in, one of those with to actually fill this truck up, and it was just amazing. And I think we did thank the Deltas from this area, which was Louisiana Tri-Parish Alumni Chapter, but the Ascension Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta, the Mayor of Donaldsonville, the City Council. We had a lady named Miss I can't remember her name, Robin Delaney, whose husband sits on the city council, who really was our point person in Donaldsonville, and Miss Lacima Thibodeau and Pastor Lewis Clark were our point persons in Gray, Louisiana. We just really were able to go and just leave so much stuff on them. They were just so thankful for the stuff we did. But the church groups, the individuals, once again, we just can't thank them for coming in to make us look so good, absolutely so good. And I got a few pictures. I couldn't pull the picture down where we were actually moving the stove and the microwave and the dishwasher off the truck, but those folk were so appreciative for the things we did. But I did, like I said, I was in a hurry, and I did omit one really, really important person's name, and I do apologize for it, but we want to thank her, and Miss Lacy want to thank Councilman Gordon, and Councilman Brown, I know we thank you for all that water you brought too, because he came in, he had to work, but he came in and brought his product. He did not forget us. So we want to thank everybody on the council. The mayor was there when we opened up. The mayor was there when we closed down. He made sure that all the ladies out there, we got home safely. We were able to lock things up. We felt very, very secure. The policemen checked in on us, and it was just a successful project because everybody in the city really kind of kicked in. So I just kind of put it on official record at the official council meeting to let them know that everybody appreciates all the efforts that everyone contributed. And once again, thank you, thank you, thank you. The folk appreciate it. And I don't know if y'all ever want to do it again, but you know they still asking for stuff. So, but thank you again from the disaster people. And they did start calling back and then telling us the reaction the folk they got, and they were just continuously appreciative of what we did. So that's all I have to say.
And just to kind of piggyback on that and rewind back, I do also in my summary of the event, it was brought to my attention that I did not mention my fellow council member name. And I would never want nobody to feel as if the work that they have done has went unnoticed. So Councilwoman Gard, once again, I do apologize for that. And I appreciate everything that you did because you was there even when I wasn't there.
Sure was.
So I really appreciate that. And once again, please don't blame it to my head. I mean to my heart.
I got to blame somebody.
We gotta move forward.
We were so excited getting on to the next project, talking about the Halloween project and the Justice for Betrayal. Okay, we just got kind of caught up in trying to get a whole bunch of announcements out. But yeah, we do apologize for our error, but you know you were there and you were there with us.
Yeah, and the good thing about it was, I said I wasn't gonna say anything, but I'm gonna say something. Because I just couldn't see how you forgot about it when you woke up with me there and you left me there. But, I mean, like I say, what I do it from the heart. I mean, you don't have to recognize me, but anybody that knows me know what I'm capable of, and I'm going to get my blessing. You know, and I was upset about it. I really was, and I'm not going to lie to you, because you know I was there. If anybody you could have remembered, it would have been me. Because, you know, I left my doctor apartment to come out there and help and everything. You know, me and my son. And, you know, it's not easy to be out there with him, and he actually behaved. But, you know, it was for a good cause, and I was glad to be a part of it. And I couldn't go to Dawsonville, but guess what? I was still working for the city because the meeting that I had to go to was very important because it's for the parish to people to continue to get their commodity. And that's why I wasn't able to go to Dawsonville with y'all that day. But, like I said, it was all from the heart. So everything worked out well, and I'm glad everyone would appreciate it, and everybody had a good, safe return there and back.
Yeah, we kind of forgot because we were so excited talking about how they received it that we weren't even thinking about how we actually got it in there. And that's the piece.
But that's okay.
We have almost 100 people that contributed and stuff in the truck, and we are sending thank you letters out to each one of them because I did get their individual addresses, and it was just, you know, no matter what they gave, it was just so appreciative. So everybody that brought something, we got their addresses, and we are sending them thank you notes, and I mean, you have no idea how much it was appreciated by the people that got it.
I'm quite sure it was, you know, for what all they had been through. But that won't stop me from doing what I'm supposed to do for my community. I'm still going to be there and put in my 100%. I will still be in force.
Well, thank you, because we have a lot of years to work together. Yes. So we can't let nothing divide us.
Oh, no. That's not enough to divide me from stopping doing for my people.
Is now the time when they give her a hug?
Please.
I deserve that, too.
Married to you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, you may speak.
All right, a couple announcements. The parish picnic, we've been invited to West Beverage Parish Picnic October 23rd. I sent everybody a memo. They invited our staff to participate. They're going to have a cabbage tournament. Yeah.
With a cabbage? How does it go? Tell us.
It's a big ball. Big ball. Just like playing baseball. But if if y'all interested in participating.
You got to get a team if y'all want.
Oh, you can put me down for that. I'll be glad to participate with that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be there because that's Southern Homecoming.
Okay.
But if anybody else wants to participate, just let me know and I'll pass that on to the parish. Another thing is the Centennial Park exercise area is complete except for the sidewalk leading from the walking path to this area. Within the next couple of days, hopefully, or next week, that will be completed. The
Bathroom.
bathroom's still in the works. We're going to find another contractor to construct that bathroom because the other contractor didn't live up to his part of the bargain. So I'm going to search for that. I'm bringing attention to Halloween. Halloween will be observed on Sunday, October 31st, from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. And all that's in addition to everything else that will be going on that weekend. Holy Family got their Bear Fair at Friday and Saturday, which Jefferson Avenue between Florida and Kentucky Street will be closed during that time period. And also, for trail, Justice for Trail, put in a parade permit and a block party permit for their organization. And that will start also Saturday morning at William Lee Park. The parade will go around Louisiana Avenue to North Alexander to California Street and down 14th Street back to the park. The lineup, the start time for that parade is 12 a.m. and it should conclude around 2. And then following that will be the block party, which will be held at the corner of 8th Street and Rosedale Road. Ms. Terrell Snurl is the organizer for that event. Any information, you can contact her or Ms. Lacy. Also, Shiloh Baptist Church has put in the permit for next Saturday, and that's it's a
Health walk.
cancer wellness walk, and that will begin at Shiloh Baptist Church at 8 a.m. in the morning to 11, and it will start at the church, come down Louisiana Avenue to Jefferson, come down Jefferson to 4th Street, and in that Centennial Park Pavilion. And that will be a walk.
That's the 23rd too?
That's on the 23rd, that's Saturday. Saturday, 23rd.
It's the same as the
Okay.
parish
No, the
picnic?
fair's the next weekend.
No, I'm saying it's the same as the parish
Cabbage ball, the
picnic,
cabbage, the
and
cabbage picnic.
Yeah,
and the homecoming?
yeah, the
What's
fair,
that?
yeah, the
Yeah.
fair picnic and all that.
But I'm high, homecoming is this week.
Yeah, that's right, and Port Allen High has a homecoming parade this Friday. And
This
it-
Friday? Is that homecoming?
And it will start at the tennis court as usual.
Bruno too. Bruno homecoming this weekend too.
I think so, I think both of them.
Oh,
Old background,
Yeah, it start at the tennis court on 6th Street and go down 6th Street to Rosedale, and down Rosedale to Jefferson, down Jefferson to California, and then up California to 6th Street and back to the tennis court. And we're in at the tennis courts. We got a lot of activities going on this week.
Mayor, can I say something right quick? Gary and I, we are on the Veteran Board Committee, and we just want to let everyone know that the parade, the Veteran Day Parade, will be canceled this year due because of the outbreak of COVID. But we will acknowledge our Grand Marshal, our 2 Grand Marshal. I know one of our Grand Marshals is Howard McClinton, and he's a member of the Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church. Yeah, Mr. McClinton is one of our Grand Marshals that we would be honored. I don't know what the other guy name. Okay. And we also will be having it right up in the paper also.
Oh, yeah, for Halloween, the salon, we hosting a Halloween event at 724 North Jefferson Avenue. And the name, we entitled it as the Abandoned Salon. We are doing this so that we can provide a safe place for the kids, the trick-or-treaters, you know, instead of the door-to-door experience. So they'll get the opportunity to just kind of walk through the salon, get their treats, get some candy, and, just make their way around and kind of just make their way back out. So I'm asking, everybody in the community, you're welcome to come by. It's a free event. It's for our trick-or-treaters, all ages,
Yeah,
so.
no scam, y'all just gonna let them walk through.
Well, it's the abandoned salon, so we'll see.
At what time, what hour and a half already?
And that's from 5:30 to 7:30 for that.
What hour and a half already?
Also, I think Rose here having something that Saturday also, correct?
Hallelujah night.
Yeah, Rose here, Pastor James Maurice, they having Hallelujah night that Saturday also for the youth, so everyone come out and support that also.
Saturday or Sunday?
They have a lot going on in the month of August.
Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
No, that's Saturday, October the
Yeah,
30th.
there's a Saturday, October the 30th.
What day is this first, the same?
No,
No,
on
there's
Halloween.
Sunday.
Okay, all right.
So y'all wanna donate anything toward Miss Lacy or Rose here? They both would greatly appreciate it.
Thank you. I'm taking treat candy, treats.
If there's anything else, ask for adjournment.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Riviere, second by Councilman Brown. Meeting adjourned.